Let's go over the future of the Star Wars franchise and more. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, ever since Rogue One, a Star Wars story released back in 2016, that marked the very start of Disney's plan on Star Wars stories. And there's actually a real plan in place by Disney and Lucasfilm when it comes to these Star Wars stories. There's a main purpose to it. And what we actually garnered was that Disney's plan for Star Wars stories, from Solo a Star Wars story and moving forward from that, is to implement as much Legends material as they can, as well as original concepts by Ralph McQuarrie. Now, they actually started this off with Rogue One, a Star Wars story, when it comes to Ralph McQuarrie's art. That was all to do with Darth Vader's castle, being on Mustafar, etc. A whole lot of Ralph McQuarrie stuff was used in that movie. However, starting with Solo a Star Wars story, this will mark the first Solo film that will actually introduce tons of Legends material that was actually scrapped and taken over by the Disney canon. And looking past all of this, all of the Star Wars stories moving forward will serve as a tool for both Disney and Lucasfilm to implement all of that Legends material as much as they can, as long as it makes sense to the story. So we do know that director Ron Howard wanted to implement as much Legends material as he could in Solo a Star Wars story, which we honestly are getting a lot of it. Not only are we getting Legends material, we're getting a lot of inspirations from Legends material. Even the Shadows of the Empire video game. Alright, that train on the planet Vandor, that train called the Convex that you do see in multiple trailers for Solo a Star Wars story, was all taken from a video game. That was an inspiration. But as far as other Legends material goes, this all has to do with characters, planets, locations, vehicles, you name it. And moving on forward throughout the future of the Star Wars franchise, that is exactly what the Star Wars stories will be used for. It's going to be used as this tool, like I said before, to implement as much Legends material as possible. And I honestly think that's a great and healthy thing. I know a lot of people out there really do favor the Legends material, the EU, as a lot of people out there call it as well. And I actually really adored a lot of the expanded universe. I mean, there's a lot of potential that they could actually, use from what actually used to be and put this into the Disney canon and make it a whole lot more sense. So looking at, the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, for example, there's a lot of stuff that they could actually use for a movie like that, even for a movie that actually revolves around Boba Fett, or maybe even a movie that involves, maybe let's say, sides of the Empire and the Rebellion. There's so much potential out there, guys. So anyways, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.